Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Code Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation is the 18th pauri or step from Bihagade Ki War, Mahalla Tija. The first salok from Mahalla Tija in this passage is as follows. Salok Mahalla Tija. Raam Raam Karta Sabh Jag Phirai, Raam na paya jaye, agam agochar ati-vadda, atul na tulya jaye, कीमत किने न पाइया किते न लिया जाए, गुर कै शब्द भेदिया, गुर कै शब्द भेदिया, इन बिद वसया मन आए, नानक आप अमेयो है, गुर कृपा ते रहा समाए, आपे मिलया मिल रहा, आपे मिलया आए. So, this is a comment on the practice of chanting. The world, Guru Amar Das tells us, goes about chanting Raam Raam, Raam Raam Karta Sabh Jag Phirai. But Ram is not to be found. Ram na paya jaye. So he's essentially calling out mechanical recitation. Why won't that happen? Because Ram is incomprehensible, agam. It is imperceptible to the senses, agochar. It is infinite, ati-vadda, and without parallel, atul, na tulya jaye, incomparable. So its value cannot be, has not been realized by anyone. कीमत किने ना पाया. Nor can it be bought anywhere. Kite na leha jaye. So chanting alone is not going to capture Ram, which is one of the many names for the all-pervading consciousness that we call the Har or the Self, cannot be captured merely through recitation of Raam Raam. So what has to happen first is Gur ka sabd bedya. It's a mystery that has to be penetrated through Gur ka sabd. By the Guru's word can its mystery be penetrated, because we've already been told it is not visible, it is infinite, and it is unfathomable. So it's mysterious to us. How do we solve the mystery? Through the word of the Guru. The Guru shows us the way. And what happens when we assimilate the word of the Guru? The mystery is penetrated. We realize that we may not be able to perceive it with our senses, but it can be discerned within the heart. In bid vasya mane aaye, through the Guru's sabad. In bid, that is the method. So it is a presence within that we can discern of this all-pervading self called Ram here. Incidentally, this is not referring to the deity Ram. This is referring to that all-pervasive consciousness. And so Nanak here is saying Ram is immeasurable. Nanak aap ameyo hai, but the Guru's grace makes us realize it as the all-pervasive essence. Gur kirpa te raha samay. And what the Guru also teaches us is that Ram, this consciousness in which creation is embedded, or this Ram and its creation are mixed together. Appe milya ralya hoya, mil raha, and is always accessible. Mil raha is an ongoing process, meaning on an ongoing basis, this Ram is available to those who seek it. Appe milya aaye. So essentially, the chanting of Ram Ram alone, mechanically, will not give you any sense of this Ram. But when the Guru's word is recited with attention, with focus, it leads you to this realization within. In other words, your intuitive faculties, your awareness awakens. That's what it means to say that this mystery is solved through the Guru's word. The second salok, E man eho tan naam hai jit sada sada sukh hoye. Tota mool na avai laha sad hi hoye. Khadde kharchiye tot na avai sada sada oh de. Sehsa mool na hovai hanat kade na hoye. Nanak gurmukh paiya jako nadar kare. So this is addressing the mind then. Naam, or the wisdom of the self. Eh man, eh tan. This wealth is Naam. And what is Naam? It is the wisdom of the self, it's self-knowledge. That is the wealth that we have to earn through the Guru. And that is what will bring you enduring happiness. Jit sada sada sukha hoye. And this wealth is never exhausted. Tota mool na avai. Tota means limit. It's limitless. It is forever profitable. Laha sadi hoye. So what we receive from the self as the wealth, which is wisdom, is endless. It's given endlessly. Sada sada oho de. Consuming it, sharing this wealth with others will not deplete it. Khadde kharche tot na avai. And not only that, but it puts to rest all doubts. Sehsa mool na hovai, and no harm comes to those who have it. Hanat hani, harm, kade na hoi. But it is a gift of grace. Jako nadar kare. And it is obtained only through the Guru's guidance. Nanak gurmukh paiye. So the two are related, grace and the Guru's guidance. In the Pauri, Ape sab ghat antar hai, ape hi bahir, ape gupt vartada, ape hi jahir, jug chhatti gubar kar vartya, sunna har, othe ved puran na sasata, ape har nar hare, बैठा ताड़ी लाए आप शब्दू ही बाहर अपनी मित आप जानदा आपे ही गाहर. So this self is present everywhere. Ape sab ghat andare. And it resides not only in the inner world of your subjective consciousness, it also resides in the outside objective world, the outer consciousness of nature. It is hidden, ape gupt vartada, and it is manifest at the same time, ape hi zahir. It is obvious and yet it cannot be seen. Now you see, this is the paradox of the Creator. Nirguna sargunyap. So, Jug chhatti gubar kar vartya sun. So for aeons before time, This self prevailed over a state of absolute darkness, meaning non-existence. Gobar karo vartaya. In that state, there was no motion, only a cosmic void, sun samad. In that void, utthe, there was no Veda, there was no Purana, there was no scriptures. Utthe Veda Purana na sasta. Only the Har Self, the Supreme Master by itself, appe har nar hare. And it sat in deep contemplation, baitha tadi lai, transcending all duality, a-sabad-a-day hi bahar. So the Guru is saying that this self alone knows its measure, apni mit aap janda, it itself is the priceless treasure. Ape hi gahar. So the issue that is being raised here is that of chanting. It is that of whether chanting, which is critiqued, is that being rejected here? That is something to mull over. Mechanical recitation, very likely. What this is teaching us is that chanting is meaningful only when it is imbued with deep feeling, with bhava, and with faith, shraddha, and a desire. Without this, it becomes an empty ritual, and unfortunately, for most of us, it has become an empty ritual. Because if it is done with feeling, with faith, then it will transform. Because the divine is already in us, the Ram is already in us. And we need to integrate our thought, word, and action, which meditative techniques play a role in. So what we have to do is move beyond mechanical repetition, cultivate love, awareness, and understanding. So we need to infuse this practice. The recitation could be a mindful recitation of Gurbani. That is jap as well. But it has to be infused with devotion, understanding. We don't even bother to parse what the Sabbath is saying. We just read it mechanically. That is what is being criticized. That is what is being criticized. And then the void. Why did the Guru talk about sun here? It is in the concept of creation, time, and the role of Naam, that wisdom which comes through Gur Sabad. So the 36 ages is time divided into different yugas. The void, the sun, is a state of formlessness before a creation. So therefore, we link with this formless one that is within us through Naam Simran. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.